not just speaking on the woman, I'm speaking on the man as well. Let's get that clear. We're gonna have a clear understanding by the end of this videos. But I'm speaking more about the women because that's the person that seems like the one I gotta reach out to the most is the women, because the women have more rights. When that child is born, the woman has full rights when it should be 50-50. But women these days, well, nah, I don't want this, I want that. They want full control over men. They want to be able to reap the benefits from everything. They want to reap the benefits. They want to be able to watch a man suffer. And look at how it is in society. The women saying, F these dudes, they dudes ain't this, they ain't that, they deadbeats. But the whole time, if you dig a little deeper, you see the man trying to get their children. No, you ain't. You didn't this. Come get him now. Soon, and then they go live. He'll get live all the way. I saw it on videos too. He'll get there, right? Knock on the door. I'm here to get my son. I ain't give you nothing. You just had that man waste his time going way over there for you to say you ain't giving him his child after you just called him all this, that, and this. And that's why I'm more on the women. I'm on the man as well too, but I gotta be somewhat type of lenient on them because they was raised by that. That's all that they seen. So it's a lot of white ends out here because of the mother. If they was raised by men, they would not be like that because the man has structure. The man is the villain. He has to be the villain. What you mean by the villain? They're gonna look at him as the villain because he's enforcing. A man is an enforcer inside his household. So they're gonna look at him as the bad guy because he's establishing law and order inside his household. If there's no law and order, there's no peace. They're gonna run wild. A lot of white ends out here can't put their hands up and fight because they gotta grab a gun because they wasn't raised by men. They're afraid to get their skin dirty. They're afraid to get roughed up. They're afraid of a black eye or a bruise. They're afraid of that because they wasn't brought up inside a household with a man to teach them how to defend themselves. The mother was teaching them to protect themselves. Not teaching them, not to protect themselves. Sorry about that. The mother was protecting them. The father's job is to teach them how to protect themselves. That's the father's job, to teach them how to protect themselves. The mother can't. The mother's going to protect them. So when they get out there in the real world and life hit them, they weren't taught. The mother ain't teach them how to fight. The mother ain't teach them how to handle certain situations. She didn't. She stripped them from that. And when she stripped them from that, it was messing with their minds. So when they out there and a situation happen, they don't know how to handle it. So they feel, let me go grab a gun and handle it that way. Now their life is going away. And then when you go to prison, there's no firearms and no there. So how you gonna be able to handle your situation, handle yourself there? You're gonna be somebody's woman, a man's woman, and you a man, you're gonna be a man's woman. It's sad. It's sad that the United States got it programmed this way. When a child is born, it should be 50-50. The woman get 50%, the man get 50% because it's half there. But let's be technically speaking, that they say, science says the child has 85% of the man's DNA, something like that. So it should be more the man because, like I say, man gonna come with guidance, structure. Women don't. They go off of how they feel. They're emotional creatures. They go off of how they feelings. If they feelings messed up, they off a little bit. They stop being the mother until they gather their thoughts, and then they come back and do it. But during that time right there, they're not paying attention to what's going on in life. The child is messed up. They going off and they tearing up everything. They will shut down until they gather their thoughts. A man can't do that. A man got to continue to be a man no matter what. It's your man YD, and I'm out.